And Andrea Koop's like the veteran. She's always there, always playing well.
Tina Pisnik, the first server, over to Jessie Irvin. Game 1 upon us now. That's deep. And a right back to serve now. Another nuance here in Major League Pickleball, you don't change sides, so you pick your left or your right side. You commit to that for the full game. ATP.
Ooh, just wide.
Attempt, yep, just wide for Irvin. So side out and point now for Carolina. What's a player's perspective on this weekend's event? When you're coming in, you're playing for money, not for standings in this event. What's running through your mind?
I think it's just, no pressure. You go out there, have a little fun. It's nice to, make a little extra money. There's some big money on the line here, $200,000 pot. And so, yeah, it's great to have some extra money.
Oh, at a right, the enforcer. That forehand is lethal.
I have a feeling this match is going to be very, very fast hands at the net. All these ladies are very, very athletic, very fast.
For Tina Pisnik and for Carolina.
It's definitely different playing rally scoring. There's a little bit more pressure in every point. Every point counts. Net cord there.
Andrea Koop, as I mentioned, is the co-creator of the Beer City Open, where this Major League Pickleball tournament is held alongside the Beer City Open.
Great speed up from Tina Pisnik. Usually she's a wall, but she gets that ball that's floating. She knows what to do with it.
Yeah, right to the hip of Koop. Andrea Koop loaded up and hit that one into the net. She is a full-time litigation lawyer as well here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Former tennis star out of UCLA as well, national champion. Well played by Koop, and you hear the crowd backing the local star.
Great hands there at the net. Great coverage by Jessie Irvin. She covered her partner there. Had a great dink land on the line.
Jessie Irvin joined us in the booth yesterday. Good to get her analysis and insight on the game. Lefty.
Oh, great shot by Andrea Koop. Looking like Jack Narell up there. A little ambidextrous there.
A little left-hand action off the backhand. Jessie Irvin had been training left-handed as well. She tore something in her elbow the end of last season. She talked about that yesterday. Tina Pisnik. And she's an enforcer too, as consistent as she is.
You know, it's not a bad thing to maybe practice a little lefty here and there. It's a good little tool in the bag.
Helps your two-handed backhand, does it not?
Absolutely.
I mentioned Tina Pisnik. She has a fascinating story. I'll share more on that after this point. Jessie Irvin, a former tennis pro as well. Deep on the counter there. At her right, one of the great moms on tour, balances the most challenging full-time job with a pro career.
It's really amazing, all these moms out here.
Yeah.
Just able to balance that family life and being able to play pickleball.
Nice play by Coop.
It really is impressive how much we all have to travel.
Yeah.
And to be a mom and have to juggle a kid is quite impressive.
It's a grindy schedule, and Andrea Coop, no stranger to the grind either. Playing lights out on the left. We will change ends at 13. Then rally scoring games to 25 here in game one. Missed third by Etta Wright. For those new to the game of pickleball, the kitchen is often referred to as the safety valve, which is why those third shot drops can be effective.
Great point. To answer that last statement, it's interesting coming from tennis. You're always used to keeping the ball low, especially in doubles. You don't want that ball popping up. And in pickleball, you're actually able to use the space above the net. Actually hitting high, as long as it's short, it is safe. So it's a little tricky to get used to that coming from tennis.
The Texas Rangers, they were active during the waiver wire in 2024. The first period. For that, they picked up Quang Duong, as Yates mentioned. Dropped Pablo Tellez. He was not the injured player.
And you know, it's interesting, Pablo, it's not like he played bad, but sometimes teams maybe just like to keep it fresh. Get a new player in there sometimes.
Great play by Jessie Irvin. Backhand angle.
Andrea Coop left that one a little high. Jessie wasn't able to dig it out. One thing you'll notice with rally scoring here, usually this score is very tight for most of the match. If you can win by over 7 points, it's considered a blowout. It's not much.
Nice from Tina Pisnik, set herself up down the line, finishes through the middle. Tina Pisnik, a very prolific tennis background, the former world number 29 in tennis, had a career-ending car accident, switched over to pickleball in her early 40s, now at 43 years old. She's on the stage front and center, made it to the final, as I mentioned, with Jessie Irvin. She's made it to 2 finals now with 2 different partners in women's doubles. Not an easy feat. And she's a warrior of a competitor. temperatures are climbing here in Grand Rapids too. 79 degrees, sunny, humid, typical Midwest conditions.
That's nothing compared to Texas and Florida. This is beautiful.
Oh, nice speed up by Tina Pisnik. Rare to see it cross court, but she sets up her partner right for the close. Best pickleball player in the world in Ben Johns, who's on the sidelines right now, waiting for the men's doubles matchup for now. The ladies in a three-point hole on his side for Carolina.
Oh, absolute unbelievable defense from Carolina.
And that's what they're going to need more of to edge a comeback. Andrea Koop has the local fan base behind her. UCLA tennis star, she trains in this area, including at Belknap. So a lot of these fans have either watched her, played alongside her in the rec setting while she's training. And she's also the co-creator of the Beer City Open.
She's one of the best hosts out there, always taking care of the players. Ooh, great hands here. Looks like to me Tina is becoming a little more aggressive. She was pushing Coop back in the beginning. Let's see if she can keep doing that.
Oh, it was good through the middle.
Nice little flick by Etta Wright.
Those are tough to read too, with a little bit of off speed, but enough top spin. They drop inside the baseline. Honest call there by Andrea Koop. She's so good, both sides. No backswing on her volleys, but yet so much power, Yates.
Great hands all around. That's one of the nice things about women's doubles is the hands battles at the net are just unreal.
Oh, it's good again.
Another one. Tina Pisnik is a wall.
Well, we do have challenges available as well for both teams, should there be any close contested line calls.
Great put away by Tina. It's a great
Founding 8 MLP teams back in 2021. And Raleigh scoring games to 25, win by 2. There's a look now at Dave Fleming, the general manager and coach for the Carolina Pickleball Club, originally the Seattle Pioneers, relocated this season to Carolina. A little bit of life on the side for Carolina. They did not get any regulation wins, Yates, in DC, the event that took place about a month ago.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking there with Ben on the team, #1 player in the world. Great hands.
Oh, such good defense by Irvin. Koop sends it long. Oh my, Etta Wright with a feathery touch down the line. The degree of difficulty of that shot is how difficult, Yates?
It's not easy. You gotta make sure you're leaning in. You gotta get the paddle below the ball. You also gotta make sure the opponent down the line is not about to smash it in your face. Ben Johns for Carolina. He is the best flick in the game. It's going to be incredible to watch here pretty soon.
And Etta's flick to me on the female side looks eerily similar to the way Ben strikes his.
Great get.
Slammed it home.
Yeah, Etta Wright. She's one of the taller women on tour, and she's got some sneaky long arms. She's able to reach in the kitchen and produce shots like that, just like Ben. It's definitely a girl you want on your side.
It's third for Texas. We're 3 points away from taking game number 1. As mentioned, we'll head to men's doubles next and 2 mixed doubles games if we need it. That's 3 out of 4 or 5 should a Dream Breaker be required. That is the team format. Draft took place on April 3rd. Unique draft format this season.
Just long.
And a game point for Texas. Etta Wright and Tina Pisnik with some quick work in this premier level first round matchup. You have to win on your serve though. Pop-up chance, Etta Wright secures the win in game 1, 25-14. What impressed you the most?
Usually they don't lose a lot, but people are starting to figure them out here and there. It's really interesting to watch.
There's the backhand flick you warned us about. Nobody does it better than Ben Johns with that roll touch. Looking defeated after that shot, and Ben Johns and Colin Johns, they beat the Texas Ranchers in men's doubles in DC. It was Quang Duong and Pablo Tellez, though. Johns chest pace on Quang Duong's wing to his left. He'll take a let court in exchange.
You know, it's interesting to me to see Christian on the right. He's usually so dominant on the left with most partners he plays with.
It's a great observation by you.
I think he's more solid on the right, though, in this matchup with Quang. Quang's super athletic and fast. He's able to cover the court a lot.
Perhaps it's where Quang's most comfortable, and sometimes you adjust based on your partner.
Exactly.
For Ben Johns and the Ranchers.
Great patience there from Quang. All those hours on the practice court look like they're paying off. It's in. Great hands.
A miss at love. And a finishing touch from Kwong Duong. Tie game early.
You know, I actually do like Christian on the right.
Why?
He has the consistency, but he's got the length, and he does have the power. As you can see right there, he's got the length, he's athletic. He's still able to cover that middle, even with the backhand. So I do like this matchup.
This third from Alshon.
Christian usually bringing that firepower, bringing that energy. Kwong a little more reserved, but I think it's going to work together.
It's a nice lob from Kwong and hits the opening target. Cross court to match. The 18-year-old, he's had some close calls with Ben Johns in singles. Has earned.
He's beaten him before.
Yep. A win back in Palm Springs on the PPA side.
It'll be interesting to see if they start using this lob against the Johnses. I've been seeing teams over and over start using that a lot more, and it's quite effective.
Just wide for Colin Johns, who rarely misses.
Talk about being a wall. I think Colin Johns is the ultimate wall. He can sit there and reset all day long. Great hands by Kwong Duong.
Right to the hip pocket of Ben Johns. And how about this? A 3-point lead now on the side of the Ranchers. Have another look at Kwong's location to set himself up down the line on Colin Johns first, and then he takes over, and maybe that's why Kwong Duong's on the left.
Kwong taking over, Christian letting them hear it. Christian not afraid to get a little fired up.
Wide for Kwong, who has the hot hand now. Young superstar broke into the top 20 on the PPA Tour in singles in just months after picking up the sport. And Ben Johns responds accordingly.
Yeah, it's interesting. Whenever you play the Johns, you know they're just not going to give you a lot of free points. So it's kind of a balance between being super patient and being able to speed up when you get that opportunity. Ben Johns is one of the best in the world at controlling the ball, slowing it down, manipulating it. There's that lob again.
Defended by Christian Alshon. And somehow they turn defense into offense on their side. Great play by Alshon. Rips it big down the middle. The backhand of Colin Johns caught off guard.
Wow. You don't see that a lot from Ben. Kwong is dinking pretty well. Very patient right now.
Into the net goes Kwong Duong. He's been pretty unstoppable to this point. And the Johns brothers, one thing that makes them awfully dangerous is that they can chip away at any sort of lead that you have on the side-out scoring side. So here in Major League Pickleball, runs can happen quickly.
It's one thing with the Johns is I've heard them say, it doesn't matter how many points you get or how many points they're behind. They're going to get to the final score before you.
Yeah. especially in rally scoring too. Mentioned their 31 PPA titles together. Most players are happy to get one. It's a good spot for Christian Elshon.
The net.
That was wide.
Just wide.
And Johns rarely misses. He's gotten caught a couple of times in this one. Ranchers a point away from the end change.
Ooh, great D by Kwong. Just short there.
And by the way, the Carolina Pickleball Club, they won the coin toss. That matters when we turn to mixed doubles next. I'll explain. Nice
That lob, just long. It's really interesting to see Kwong Duong, his kind of development and kind of evolution of his game. He's really puts the hours in, and you know, he went from just a singles player to now I've never seen him dink like this. Definitely making improvements every day. A little premature from Christian. It was sitting up there for him, but just a little too low.
Ben Johns would love nothing more but to have another crown here in Major League Pickleball. He was a 4-time MLP champion, in addition to his 129 career PPA medals.
Yeah, it's okay.
Decent accolades.
It's average.
A lot more dinking in men's doubles than women's.
Very small margins in men's doubles. Any high ball is usually taken advantage of.
Down the line, trigger pull, low from the ankle from Kwong Duong, and Texas eclipses the 13-point milestone for the end change event so far here for Major League Pickleball in the Advil Targeted Relief MLP midseason tournament. And Christian Elshon with a monstrous entrance after the end change.
There's that middle ball again. It's interesting because usually the right side guy does not have the one-hander in the middle, but Christian kind of has that reach. That's one of his better shots. Wow, great speed up from Kwong Duong, right at the right hip of Ben. That's where you want it. Christian with the cleanup.
Acrobatic plays on the side of Texas. Let cord goes in their favor as well. Mentioned that Carolina did not get a regulation win, but they did come away with a couple of Dreambreaker wins. One of those was against Texas.
Another lob.
And Ben Johns cleans it up through the middle on what was an effective lob from Kwong Duong. That's one way to do it.
I think Ben getting a little irritated about that lob.
Johns with the slapper finish down to the feet of the Ranchers. Back within 3. Johns brothers in DC took out Tellez and Kwong Duong 25-19. Different matchup here.
Who's going to pull the trigger?
Christian,
there it is.
He says I will. Christian Elshon, beautiful finish down the middle. Rarely do you have a sitter where you can take advantage like that one.
Great reach there by Christian in the middle. It's one of his advantages. He's so long, he's able to really use his length. He tries it again. A little too low there. He's got the right idea, though. That's where the balance of pickleball is. It's making that split-second decision whether to go for it or not.
Wong Duong catches Colin Johns off guard. Might have mishit that one.
We'll see if the Ranchers can keep the foot on the gas pedal here. It's not easy against the Johnses. They're usually always still in it.
That is an opportunity Quang Duong will put away every single time. High to the forehand side. 19-14 lead now for the Texas Ranchers. They're going to go up 2-0 on Carolina.
There's that cross with the backhand from Christian again.
How is he able to do that other than with the, obviously he has got that nice reach, but what else does he leverage?
I mean, you can't do that without the setup from Quang. That was a great drop. Christian's just able to see that and make his move and cross. He's got a great flick, so he's definitely using it right now.
Feisty play from Ben Johns. Winner of this match will take on Dallas in the quarterfinals on Friday. That's J.W. Johnson and Georgia Johnson's team. There's a miss. Carolina will welcome the break. Can they mount a late comeback here to catch Texas?
It's interesting here. We'll see if the Johnses, they're either going to go super conservative and not miss a ball, or maybe they take it to them. It's always interesting against them. You always know they're never out of it.
Looking to forge a comeback.
It's a big point here for Texas. Great hands.
ATP delivered from Ben Johns. Carolina within 2.
Great look there for Ben Johns.
Very few players can do what Ben Johns just did on that ATP. Around the post.
He really got around that ball.
That's
wide. Just
wide. Carolina within 1. 2015 now looks like 2019. Texas in some trouble. Carolina needs this win desperately.
Going back to what I said before, right? They're just never, you can never count them out. And so the Ranchers have made about a couple too many errors here. Who's going to pull the trigger?
Oh, Quang Duong pulled it. And Ben Johns felt like he was there, caught the top of the tape, and Texas recovers after a 4-point run for Carolina.
You don't usually get away with speeding up right at Ben's backhand. It's world class. Good cover by Quang.
Ben catches the baseline. 21-20. Carolina with another chance to tie it. Oh, very patient points. Very few teams will outdink the Johns brothers, and just like that, 21 apiece. Rally scoring games to 25. You have to win on your serve. And you commit to one side here in Major League Pickleball. Ben Johns will always be on the left. Kwong Duong on his left. Just cheap for Kwong. He has had success down the line on Colin Johns, speeding it up there, and Carolina back on top by 1.
Johns is just staying steady. Sometimes the other team feels a little pressure. They're producing too much. Sometimes that can have a little snowball effect and get out of control. Colin Johns with the serve.
Oh, what a get from Colin.
Colin is a wall.
Oh, back to the kitchen went Ben. Christian Alshon caught him just a half second too soon. Tie game, 22 apiece.
Christian just sitting there with the two-hander. We've seen a lot of one-hander counters from him. He's just holding there.
Sitter for Colin Johns to capitalize on down the line. Lead back to Carolina. They're 2 points away from evening the match series at 1 game apiece.
It's a big stop here for the Ranchers.
Their lob.
Ooh.
A foot fault called on Colin Johns on the pushback. And he looks to Dave Fleming potentially to challenge. You get 3 free challenges, so you might as well use one. I believe they're going to use one here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big foot in that kitchen.
Might as well take a timeout, too, right? So you get 3 free ones, and then he starts to charge you for incorrect challenges. You can still continue to challenge after the 3 free ones. There are no ramifications if you are incorrect on one of your 3 free challenges, which you can use throughout the entire match. You've got potentially 3 games left. If the Johns brothers can pull this one out, we will definitely play both mixed doubles games. Whoever gets to 3 games first wins the match is the idea here. No question what we see. So curious to know from you, Yates, you play men's doubles as a current touring pro on the PPA side and Major League Pickleball. Here's another look at the call. There's no question.
They're not going to get that one.
It's not going to take long to confirm. But we'd love to know if the formula is changing to the Johns brothers' way of success now to this point. Their consistency in dinking is unmatched, but some teams have... Mike wasn't working there, but the call does stand, is what Onisha just said. So point and serve now on the side of Texas, as we expected. Christian Alshon puts himself in danger, and Ben Johns took notice.
There's that flick. Going back to your question, Mish, the Johnses, they've been on top for so long, and I think people just see them every single week, and you just start chipping away, and some people are just getting too good. The game is improving.
Game point here for Carolina. Oh, Colin Johns, he knew exactly where that ball was going. He got his body out of the way, and Kwong Duong took it to tie it 24 apiece.
Colin definitely wishing he had that one back. Just long.
Are we going to see another challenge there? All right, we will have another challenge. Colin Johns thinking that ball might have caught the baseline, so let's take a closer look as soon as we have it. Wow,
yeah.
That's a good challenge.
Right,
that's good.
on the line.
Challenging when you are correct, you get to keep that, so they have 2 left.
It's a great challenge there. And you get a free timeout. Ben's so good at slowing that ball down. Uh-oh. Another foot fault.
Lob was about to be punished by Quang Duong, and he's getting a little pesky with those. Johns is clearly getting frustrated, both of them.
Yeah. Clear foot fault there.
That's a massive point there. 25-25. Tie game continues.
There. Let's see if they throw in another lob here.
I wouldn't be surprised. Quang Duong eating up the line on Colin Johns. Game point swings to the Ranchers.
The tough thing about this scoring, you got to win on your serve. There's always a chance to come back. Let's see if the Rangers can close it out here.
Every ball to Colin Johns. He perseveres. Carolina ties it yet again, 26-26. Looking for a third game point on their side for Carolina. They could get it here. You have to close it out on your serve. It's impactful for this reason.
Good D. Great hands from the Ranchers.
Oh, Quang Duong.
Great speed up.
Massive play. Took advantage of a dink that was left up a little high. Created the opening, though, with an aggressive dink deep to the middle on Ben's forehand.
Great speed up there from Quang to set that up.
Into the net goes Ben Johns, Quang Duong, and Christian Alshon. Ben Johns looking to recover after a tough men's doubles loss. 28-26 was the final in game two. At a right, back to serve first, over to Jesse Irvin. Big play from Ben Johns out of the gate, 1-0 Carolina. And Carolina has to win this game to stay alive in the match series. They could push a dream breaker, but they have to win both mixed doubles games to do that. That's deep on the return of Alshon.
You can see a little extra energy from Ben here.
Yeah,
I think he's going to crank it up.
Nice. Jesse Irvin goes inside out on Christian Alshon down the line. For Texas, they could close out this match in 3 with no standing points on the line here. That's deep for Ben Johns, goes big on the drive. So Texas could go 3-0 on Carolina and take it, or Carolina could get this one and extend our match coverage.
Yeah, this is a big match here. I think if it goes 2-1, we're going to see another crazy mixed match. A little more pressure, a little more nerves.
And it's double elimination, so if you lose, you're still alive in the tournament, but the best you could do is third place at that point. So loser will drop down to the back draw, where third place will be competed for. Still money on the line, and that's a let cord in favor of Christian Alshon.
Yeah, it's nice to maybe lose and still kind of have a chance to be in the money. It's always nice to get some extra matches in. Great pickup by Etta.
And for a lot of these teams, new partnerships, that's why the team format's so fun, but it requires some commitment to the partnerships to start gelling as a team. The synergy is so key in Major League Pickleball.
Yeah, sometimes it can be difficult to maybe be partnered up with someone you may not choose, and you just kind of have to make it work. I think Ben is looking to be ultra aggressive here to put their team back in it.
Splits the difference through the middle and looks to the crowd to get going. They are relying on the fan base here in Grand Rapids. How about this little play from Jessie? Christian Elshon thought for sure she was going line on that.
Yeah, great hold there. Paddle down. She split the middle.
Missed return. Texas within one.
You don't really see Ben miss a lot of returns. I think that's the second or third one there. Just wide.
Lead now over to the Ranchers. Nope, it was wide, excuse me. Lead back to Carolina, but good run for Texas.
Ben coming way over on that one.
Nice play. And a right catching Ben Johns out of position. Rarely happens.
Great flick there by Ben, but Etta was about a step behind. She was able to have enough time to get there. Flies out by Christian. Just long by Ben. And we're even, 8-8.
And that goes Jessie. Some unforced errors on the side of Carolina. I'll take another on the side of Texas, looking to sweep Carolina. There's Ben Johns activated from the kitchen, right at the toes of Christian Elshon.
Great defense from Christian to get him that extra ball. I always find it interesting whenever Ben misses a drop. It's like so shocking because when you play against him, you just feel like he never misses. It's just long. Good eye from Jessie. Carolina inching their way back. Back even, 11 all.
That's deep. Well played by Jessie. Lead back on the side of Carolina.
Great save there by Jessie. Big ball from Etta Wright. She's able to deflect it, reset.
Oh. Wow, that one's out. I thought Jessie maybe hit an out ball day for Jessie Irvin and Ben Johns out of the break. Oh, what a play by Christian Elsham with a fadeaway defensive winner.
Big smile on Christian's face there. I don't think he expected that ball to drop so much over the net.
Yeah, battle his way for that one.
Jesse tried with the speed up there. Didn't bounce quite high enough.
Ben Johns puts it away. Back on top is Carolina, fighting for their championship lives in this one, in a must-win situation. Uh-oh. Christian Elsham, the crazy angle.
What a point.
Check out the paddle positioning for this one.
Ben with the backhand behind. Flick. Christian Elsham with another one. Just taking over. Using his length.
Well, they're earning their pop-up chances here on the side of Texas, putting all the pressure right now on Carolina.
Etta Wright doing a good job of keeping the ball away from Ben there. Ben's trying to get active.
Yeah, and he can't right now, to your points. Well played by Etta Wright. Christian Elsham, too. Christian Elsham, an MLP champion at both the Challenger and Premier level. MVP from Dallas last season. There's Ben scooting across the kitchen line. So how do you get yourself involved if you're the guy that's being left out of the equation in mix, which can happen?
You just got to kind of squeak your way there in the middle, put a little pressure on the cross-court dink. You hope that it sits up a little bit so you can take that middle ball, but you know, it's a lot of work trying to get involved sometimes when the girls are going at it. Both Jesse and Etta are both very long arms.
That's good. Jesse Irvin spots the opening to tie it up, 17 apiece. Carolina still in it.
Jesse Irvin not afraid to let them know.
She's done that a couple of times now in this game. Ben Johns goes a little bit off speed on that roll, catches Etta Wright off guard, couldn't recover.
There's that world-class backhand from Ben.
It's tough to read where he's going to go with it because he can hit literally every part of the court.
He hides it very well. What
and
a
then
reach.
He goes inside out, finds the corner, and a 2-point lead for Carolina. Christian Elsham immediately calls a timeout. You get one per game, and they're going to use it here at crunch time. Carolina season event where cash is on the line, where we play in a double elimination bracket format. Carolina very much alive in this match now with a healthy 3-point lead now on the Texas Ranchers. The team that gets to 3-game wins first will win the match, and Carolina needs to even it out with 2 mixed doubles games. And that's not the way to do it against Christian Elsham. Michelle McMahon and Yates Johnson here in the booth with you. So thrilled to have you with us on Tennis Channel. There's the Ben Johns effect. Alive and well, 21-18, Carolina. Temperatures are climbing, 81 degrees, sunny. Grateful the rain has held off for us today on Thursday afternoon. Christian Elshon battles right back.
Christian Elshon with a good defense there. I think he's starting to realize Ben is amping it up, starting to be a little more aggressive.
Great setup by Jesse Irvin. Ben Johns takes advantage. Net might have helped there too, but 22-19. Carolina 3 points away from taking a game off Texas. Great defense by Elshon. Didn't matter. Ben Johns picks a new target. Straight ahead on it right.
Looks like Christian is getting a little bit more on his heels here as Ben kind of pushes forward. I think they were getting ahead a little more when Christian was kind of taking advantage, being the aggressor. We'll see what he can do here.
Promptly responds. Definitely on his toes for that play.
Right on that ball. A little too good by Ben.
Game points for Carolina. Big moment here for Ben Johns and Jesse Irvins. Christian Elshon says no to that for now. Texas wants to get out the door in 3. 1 game point saved. Where can they go from here? Carolina has to win on their serve, so there's no opportunity to take it here, but we'll see how rally scoring affects the end of this game 3. Elshon back to serve to Ben Johns.
Ooh, nice net cord there. They had one against them a couple points ago and got it back.
And they're within 1. Texas right back in it.
It's really important in pickleball. It's a game of momentum.
And scoreboard pressure can happen quickly in rally, as you said. Oh my, big drive from Christian Elshon to tie it 24-24.
You see those last 3 or 4 points. Christian switched to being the aggressor, puts Ben on the heels. Able to bring it back for his team.
All drives from the Texas Ranchers. Game point now on the side of Etta Wright and Christian Elshon. The chance to take the match here. It's wide. Wow. Texas takes the sweep on the Carolina Pickleball Club. An absolutely fearless approach from Christian Elshon and Etta Wright. Starting with you, that mixed doubles performance was impressive. You saved a game point, rattled off about 5 or 6 straight to take it. What created that comeback on your side?
I mean, you just got to know you're never out. You're never out of the fight. So, I mean, if you're down, if you're feeling down, you just got to get back up and keep swinging. And in mixed doubles, it can really go quick because all it takes is a few good drives. And then it's not like men's doubles. You can be a lot more aggressive and win points quicker.
Well, yeah, speaking of men's doubles, Kwong, you were the available player to step in for the injured man to your left, Christian Elshon in DC. A month ago, you made such an impression on this franchise that they picked you up in exchange for Pablo Tellez. So what was your reaction to that decision in stepping into the lineup at the last minute to team up with Christian Elshon here in Grand Rapids?
Yeah, I feel super excited. Such an honor to play with these and compete with these top players. Been having a blast. I mean, Tina, Christian, Ada, all been giving me great advice. And I mean, yeah, today's match was extremely tough. I mean, we got lucky, a couple points here and there. Christian definitely carried me. But yeah, overall, it's just been absolute best to be on the Texas Rangers.
Ranchers.
And
Same thing.
Christian for you. Rangers, same thing. Hey, Texas Rangers doing well this season too. Christian, for you, what was your reaction? You were sidelined with an injury. You had a minor surgery, as we understand it. You're on the sideline, and then suddenly your original teammate Pablo Tellez is gone, and in comes Kwong Duong. What's your reaction through the process?
I mean, I watched every single DC match, and after a few, I was like, oh crap, Kwong's going to take my spot. Because they were beating some great teams. They beat Deckel and James, which is a phenomenal win. I mean, and they had a really good start, solid finish. And I mean, the amazing thing about MLP is, unlike PPA, you get a chance to play with some top players. So in PPA, it's really hard to break through the top 10 doubles teams. But in MLP, you're given an opportunity to play with a top male or female in men's or mixed or women's. And that's huge for upcoming players to break into the already like concrete. Jeez. They almost got hit by a ball. And I mean, it happened to me with Riley Newman. I had my chance to kind of show myself, and that I was worthy of being a top player, and it's happening with Kwong right now.